Hello friends, in today's video we will be discussing base graphics of RStudio. Now before going into this graphics portion, when we are making the graphs for the first time in RStudio, we are going to first of all familiarize ourselves with the base graphics, and then we will be moving on to the ggplot2 graphs. Fine. Now in this, what we have to do, we need some data, right? When we have to learn the graphs, we need some data, and we are going to use a data set which is inbuilt into the RStudio, right? And there is one good data set in this particular software that is included in the package ggplot2. So let me check whether my ggplot2 package is there in the RStudio or not. Yes, it is there. And if it is not there in your package, what you have to do, as I have mentioned in my previous videos also, that you have to go for install.packages command, right? You can refer to those videos. Now let's familiarize ourselves with the data set diamonds, right? What we are going to do, I am going to see this, and let's view the data file. This is my data file. All right. Now we are going to make graphs based upon this data set. And the first graph which we are going to make is the histograms. This is the most common graph which is there in the graphs portion, and this is for the single variable. This is the most common graph for the single variables, that is the histograms, right? So we are going to make histograms first. Now to make a histogram, it is like we have to show the distribution of the values for a particular variable. Let's suppose how to execute this command for the histograms. For that, what we have to do, we will be taking the command hist. Hist stands for histogram, then the name of the data file, right? And then the variable for which you want to draw the histogram. Let's suppose I want to draw the histogram of the caret variable, all right? And what I want to name that, I want to give the name to that diagram, caret histogram. All right, and then I would like to name the x-axis. I want to name the x-axis as caret. Fine, and then I'll execute it. Now you can see here on this portion, you can see the distribution of the caret size, right? Now this title, caret histogram, you can notice that this title has been set using the main argument, and the name of the x-axis is set using the xlab argument. Fine. Now we can make more complicated histograms using ggplot2 also, that we'll do in later on portion, right? Now the next thing which we have to do in this, the next graph which we have to do is the scatter plot. Let's move to the next plot, scatter plot. Now when we want to see two variables in comparison with each other, over there we use the scatter plot. Fine. Now every point is going to be, it is like we have two variables, one will be represented on x-axis and one will be represented on y-axis, all right? And then we are going to do the plotting of this particular x and y. Now let's suppose in as a base graph we use plot command to draw the scatter plot, and I want to draw that scatter plot between price and caret. Price and caret, comma, data is equals to diamonds. Fine, I'll execute it, and you can see after that the plot is there. Fine. Now this is the scatter plot of carrot and price. Now can you notice this particular symbol? This symbol. This is the symbol which is separating the price and carrot, which means that we are viewing this price against carrot. That means your price is a dependent variable, the y variable, and carrot is your x variable, that is the independent variable. Alright. Now this was about the scatter plot. The next type of plot which we are going to do here is the box plot. Now box plots, they are basically used to understand if there is any outlier in the data, right? And this is also used for one variable, like let's suppose box plot bracket the name of the data file and the variable for which you want to draw the box plot. So you can see here it's showing like this. If I maximize this, then a little visibility is okay. Fine. Now what is the idea behind basically the box plot? It is like you can see the thick middle line. That thick middle line, it is representing the median, and the box which is there, it is bounded by the first and third quartiles. That is like middle 50% of the data is held in the box, and the lines which are extending out to 1.5 IQ are in both the directions, and outliers are then pointed out beyond the beyond that direction. Fine. And we can use, obviously using ggplot 2, we can make better box plots, right? Now when we use ggplot 2, it is very hard that we can remember the entire command, right? But it is very easy to delineate the data. We can do the categorization of the data by their color, shape or size, or we can name the legends also. We have n number of features. So let's try some features, right, of ggplot 2. Over here I am going to start ggplot 2 package. All right. Now ggplot 2, let's first of all start with the histograms, right? Now in the histograms for ggplot 2, what we are going to use is ggplot bracket, what is the data file you are going to use. All right, then you will come outside this bracket, then you will put a plus sign, and the command to make the histogram using ggplot2 is geom_histogram, and AES bracket, what is the variable for which you want to draw the histogram. Like I want to draw the histogram for carrot, I'll do that. Now you can see here, can you see the difference between the histogram created using the base graphics command and the histogram created using the geom_histogram, right? There is a beautification difference. This is the what you can say, this is the difference in this, right? It's a kind of aesthetic mapping. Fine. Another thing is, now if I show you the same thing using ggplot2, the scatter plot, what we can do here, ggplot then diamonds, like I am using data is equals to diamonds, all right, comma AES bracket. Now in this we have two variables, x is equals to carrot, comma y is equals to price. All right, Then I'll come out of this. Now to draw the histogram, I have a command geom_point, and I'll do that. Now you'll see the graph of this. See, this is the ggplot. All right. Now what else we can do into this? Let me copy this command, and in this geom_point, I'll mention one more argument, AES, color is equals to color. Sorry. So now you see it. It takes sometimes few seconds to process the graph. Now can you see the colors? It is like I have given the color argument, and over here you can see the color coding also. Now this is because the designated color will be determined by the data itself, right? And can you see this, as I told you, this legend has been automatically generated. Fine. So now what we can do here, this ggplot2, they can also make the faceted plots also, or you can say small multiples. Like this is done by using facet wrap command. Let me show you the next command, that is the facet wrap command. For that, what we are going to do, in continuation with this particular command, I'll copy this recent command and I'll paste it in the next line. Then in ahead of this, I'll do plus facet wrap, and in the argument what I am going to write, let me show you the facet wrap color. Now you see this. So what it is going to do, it is going to form small windows, small you can say graphs based upon the color bifurcation. All right, so it will give you more clarity. Just you need to wait. Now you can see here, right? Now what else you can do using this face? Another thing is, if I again copy this command and in the last I write facet grid cut clarity, and then I execute it. Now you see what is going to happen. See, it is a very beautiful thing, ggplot2, to make the graphs using ggplot2. Now this, let this graph come. So can you see this? If I do the little size bigger, or if you want to export it, let's export and view it. It is going to show you some view. Now the next thing is, the same thing you can do in the histograms also. Like in the histogram, this was the command which we have done, right? Now if I copy this, I'll paste it over here. Then I'm going to write down, I'll delete this plus facet wrap and then color. Now you can see the image, it has come on the right side also. So now you see it's showing some error. Let's execute it again, because I don't think so I have made any mistake while writing down. Okay, I think it is due to this particular error, because I have not told him the variable for which to draw the histogram. Now can you see, it has drawn the histogram for all the types of carrot. Now carrot is like this one, right? So for different values it has given you the diagram. Fine. Now the next thing using this ggplot is the box plots. How to draw the box plots using the ggplot tool? For that, what we're going to do, ggplot again, the name of the data file, diamonds, comma, AES bracket, y is equals to caret, comma, x is equal to 1. This is the right. This is the way to write down, because like why we are specifying 1, x is equals to 1 and y is equals to caret, when we know that this box plot is only for one variable. Like it is like we need to give some x aesthetic value to the x, so that is why we are assigning it one value. X is equals to 1. I'll come out of this bracket plus geom underscore box plot, and I'll execute it. So you can see the box plot. Now what ahead I can do into this, I'll copy this command, and if I write down here, instead of x is equal to 1, if I write down x is equals to cut. So now you will see cut has 5 values: fair, good, very good, premium and ideal. So for all these 5 values, it has shown me the different box plots. Alright, so this is like how we are neatly extending the multiple box plots, one for each level of a variable. Fine. So this was this thing. And the last thing is the line graphs. Line graphs, how to do that? So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to use another data file for this, that is economics. This is the data file which we are going to use, economics. All right. And for that, what we are going to do, ggplot2, again the name of the data file, economics, comma, AES bracket, x is equals to date, y is equal to pop plus geom underscore line. I'll execute it. You can see the line graph between the date and the pop value, right? Now it is like what we can do here. This is the extension. It's a kind of a scatter plot only, because in the scatter plot also we are finding one relationship between two variables, and over here also between two variables it is showing you a linear positive relationship. Fine. So this was your line graph. Clear? Now in this video we have discussed about scatter plot, histogram, box plots, line graphs using base graphics as well as the ggplot2 package. Alright, if you people find my video useful, interesting, and if you people understand, please do like to my channel and subscribe my channel, and for more videos please mention the same in the comment section. Thank you.